All right, we are live. Hey everybody, Assalamu alaikum. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. Mustafa Talib here with Filmmaking Productions, live from, that's right, Berkeley, California. Alhamdulillah, last night I flew in to actually on a little getaway with a bunch of guys. We're going to be going to Lake Tahoe, inshallah. Anyway, Jum'ah Mubarak to everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed their Jum'ah and their khutbah. Hope they learned something new and interesting. Today's live stream is going to be, as the title says, my personal travel filmmaking kit that I like to take with me whenever I'm on, if it's recreational, if it's for an actual client shoot. These are like the essentials for me. And I've recently updated it, of course, with the new gear and things of like that. Because I was actually traveling light this time, I didn't get to take everything with me. And because of that, actually, I like this amount of gear that I took with me better, because less is more, right? When you have less, you add more value to it. So that is muy importante. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about, of course, is obviously here, my vlog camera. Here I have my GoPro Hero 4 Black Edition. I've had this for a while. This is my new vlog setup. Y'all seen that. On top of it, I have my Rode VideoMic Go. Video Micro, not the Go, Micro, attached to it with the adapter right there. And this whole thing's inside of a case, a very strong aluminum metal case to hold it, and it comes with the lens cap, which is good for protecting the lens right there. I shoot in 4K, I shoot in 1080p, whatever the situation calls for. If I'm doing more cinematic stuff, then I shoot in a higher resolution because you can get better quality. Anyway, all this is attached to the Joby tripod right here, the bendy tripod. Very popular amongst vloggers and YouTubers and stuff, especially people who are out and about, especially, for traveling. It's very versatile. You can get all weird shapes, and you can clamp onto anything, put it in any spot that you want to get the shot. What's really cool also, you can adjust it. You can just pull this knob, and you can, it has levels in the back, so make sure that your shot is horizontal and it's straight. So that's good. And then also when you loosen it, you can also pan the head as well. So that's, amazing. That's why I like it a lot, actually. So that's my vlog setup. I love it. Really easy. Links to everything that I have actually is down below. So you can get it for yourself. And, if you click on those links and purchase it, it not only helps me, it helps this channel out. And I really, really do appreciate it if you want to do that. Moving on to the next thing. Here I have my big old backpack. This guy I got a long time ago, actually from Amazon Basics. And it's a really, really good case. I wish I brought my tripod and attachment so I can put the iPad higher, but you can see, actually, I can flip this around, right? Boom. Here I have the whole bag. Really compact and yet spacious in the inside, so a lot of compartments. You can also put stuff in here and tighten it down so it doesn't move. Here you have good compartment for smaller things like hard drives or memory cards or anything like that. Then you have a bigger one. You put your laptop maybe, if you'd like. Yeah, I think that's maybe for laptops. And then you have the main compartment. Oopsie. And here. So here is all my other camera gear that I carry. Let's set this guy back down and pull out one at a time. So, there we go. First thing, obviously, my main camera, the Panasonic GH4. Shoots in 4K, 24p. So you get that cinematic look. You can shoot in a flat color profile. so you can color grade it in post and give it that cinematic look that you're going for. Comes with an articulating screen like that, so that's very, very helpful, especially if you're trying to film yourself. Has focus peaking, which is good, so you can make, because of the sensitivity of it, you can really make sure that all your subject is in focus. Very good camera. I love it. That's why it's my primary one. The next thing is my recent purchase, right? The let's see real quick. The Takina 11-16 wide angle f2.8 lens, made for Canon, and very good build quality, made out of metal. On the cheaper end, it is a third-party brand, but it is compatible with all Canon, whatchamacallit, EF mounts, and that's important to note. To attach the lens to the body, because the Panasonic GH4 is a micro four thirds kind of connection, you need to have an adapter. And don't be confused, this is a Metabones case, but I'm only using it to carry the Aperture DEC lens regain adapter. This one is like a 5-in-1. It does wireless focusing amongst other things. The primary function is to take EF lenses from Canon, you attach it on this side, and then you attach this side to the GH4. So that's what I have for that. Okay, and then also for sound, I have the Rode Video Mic Pro. I talked about it in yesterday's vlog episode about audio. Again, I'm not sponsored by them, although I'm a huge advocate for it, their company, because their products are just amazing, you know. You have the power on top, then you have different decibel levels you can set the microphone to in terms of sensitivity. It runs on a 9-volt battery, and that's one of my first microphones that I ever got. I did want to take my wireless kit with me as well, but I don't need it for this trip. And if I'm going to be filming outdoors, then yeah, I would be using a windscreen, also known as a dead cat. Attach this, you slip this on to the microphone like that, and then you eliminate wind coming into your sound, and that's a-okay. Let's see. Okay, the next big thing, actually, I was actually having a lot of trouble with this when I was packing last night, but alhamdulillah, I figured out a way. So I brought with me my Zhiyun Crane gimbal, this guy. I put my camera on here with the lens and any other accessory that I need so that I can balance it properly and then turn it on, and then get amazing cinematic steady shots, especially good for, you know, outdoor landscape stuff, which we're going to be going to, inshallah, for this weekend. We're going to be going to Lake Tahoe, so hopefully, inshallah, I can get some really good cinematics in the woods and, you know, at the lake as well. And I'll be using my only lens that I brought, which is the Takina 11-16 millimeter. So that's that. I did forget, you know, with the GoPro, work with me here. With the GoPro, I did bring the headband mount so I can put on my forehead, you know, get some POV, and that's really cool. I'm by the way, a huge fan of Hardcore Henry just because of the way it was filmed. And what's most shocking is that it was filmed using a GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition, which is amazing because the quality is superb. And I believe they did film in 2.7K, so it is larger than full HD. And they just, you know, they had a lot of room. They filmed with 2 of them, I believe, and they made this custom rig for it. Really, really dope and really awesome. I love that movie a lot. It was really good. Good action, a lot of violence. Not recommended for kids, though. Anyway, moving on. The next thing, let's see. Hold on a second. Yes. Here I have my variable ND filter for the Tachyna lens. That's because, you know, in case it's too bright, which always in the sun it's always too bright for a camera, you can either increase the shutter speed, you can lower the ISO, but if it's still too bright, then you put on an ND filter, and this is variable, so it has different degrees of shade that you can add onto it, and that way you can set your exposure properly. Especially if you're, you want to go for more filmic look, you film at 24 frames a second. And I know this is all like technical jargon, but stay with me for a second. You film at 24 frames a second. You set your shutter speed to double that, or at least closest to that. So you can either do 48 if you can, if not, then 50. And then set your ISO to its native setting in your camera. So a lot of cameras have native ISO. For the GH4, it's actually 800. And that way, if you do too much, then you'll start introducing grain, and then it becomes pixelated and noisy. It's really disgusting. But anyway, you set those parameters in the camera, and if it's still too bright, then you put on the ND filter and you set the exposure properly, so your motion blur is completely smooth like it should be for film. So that is that. Then also, of course, I take with me a Pelican case with all my SD cards. You can see that. I have two 128 gigs, two 64s, and then two 32 gig for my other camera, the T2Y. Then I have some adapters here, SD cards for my GoPro, and a couple other smaller micro SDs for my GoPro as well. And keep them in the you keep them in the case, nice, locked, and safe, so they will not get damaged or anything like that. Oh, okay. I'm just checking myself on here and seeing how it looks. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Also included in my kit is, of course, the batteries. You need to carry lots and lots of batteries. It's so important because you hate to be on a shoot and you don't have enough batteries that are charged, so you bring the batteries, you bring the charger. I myself have 3 batteries for my GH4, and on top of that, I do have a power supply. Yeah, I have a power supply. Actually, not with me, but I do have one. Just in case I have long periods of shoots that I need to do and I can't rely on the battery, then I have to plug it in. Oh my god, how rude. People. Okay, you know what? This is weird, like deja vu, just looking at this. Stop it. Stop. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, one big thing I forgot to mention. This one is the biggest piece of equipment that I bring for traveling. My drone. Here I have the DJI Phantom 3. Let's see. Flip. There you go. There you can see it in its glory. I have 3 batteries with it, an ND filter there. There's the remote. And here's a neck strap. And then behind it, down below, are the carbon fiber propellers. And there's the power supply. Yeah, really cool stuff. Really amazing, bro. Alhamdulillah. So whenever you are out and about traveling, make sure you have a drone with you if you can, because you get a really amazing aerial footage, especially if it's somewhere like exotic or really aesthetically nice like California. I just love it. It's amazing. Today I've been going around Berkeley's campus and Zaytuna's campus, and mashallah, like a lot of really, really good interior design, and I'm having a field day in my head. Like, I wish I could just film all of this. You know, it'd be really, really dope. Alhamdulillah. So with that, that's my traveling kit. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you hit that post notification down below. And I will see you guys in Monday's vlog. I have no idea what I'm going to be talking about, but hope it's going to be great. I'll see you guys then. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.